Sheep are related to antelopes, cattle, and goats. All of these mammals are even-toed ungulates. Their hooves are cloven or split into two toes. They are also ruminants. Most sheep have large curling horns that are made of keratin, the same stuff as fingernails. Most people are familiar with sheep as woolly farm animals that say ba. But the domestic sheep is just one species of sheep. There are also 5 species of wild sheep. It is estimated that there are more than 10,000 distinct breeds of domestic sheep worldwide, so they are diverse in size. Selective breeding has produced sheep with or without horns, wool, and external ears. They range in length from 4 to 6 feet and from 2 to 4 feet at the shoulder. The largest species of sheep is the Argali sheep, according to the ADW. This Central Asian species weighs up to 185 kilograms. Bighorn sheep of the Rocky Mountains are similar in size. Dall's sheep live in Alaska. They are the only thin-horned mountain sheep. Males have massive flaring and curling horns, but females have slender horns. The snow sheep or Siberian bighorn sheep lives in eastern Russia. Sheep were among the first animals to be domesticated and they are raised all over the world. Wild sheep also live throughout the world in the Middle East, Asia, Central Europe and North America, mostly in mountainous areas. Bighorn sheep live in the Rocky Mountain region of North America. Desert bighorn sheep live in Death Valley, California as well as Nevada, Texas and northern Mexico. They can live on desert mountains as high as 4,000 feet. Urials can live even higher up. They are found in Asia and the Middle East on grassy terrains with elevations of up to 19,690 feet. Sheep are social but usually only with their own gender. Males have their own herds called bachelor herds. These herds usually contain 5 to 50 rams at one time. The females live in nursery herds. Nursery herds can have 5 to 100 members that include adult females and their young. Male sheep fight for dominance in their group. Some ram each other at speeds up to 20 meters per hour. Dominance is gained when one male submits. This process can take hours. Sheep are herbivores, which means their diet does not include meat. They typically eat seeds, grass and plants. Like all ruminants, they have multi-chambered stomachs that are adapted to ferment cellulose before digestion. To completely digest their food, sheep will regurgitate their food into their mouths, chew and swallow. This regurgitated food is called curd. Some sheep don't need much water. The desert bighorn sheep, for example, gets most of its water from eating plants. Male sheep fight for the right to mate with the females and the strongest is usually the only one allowed to mate. Mating season, called the rut, happens in the autumn. After mating, female sheep have a gestation period of around 5 months. They usually give birth to 1 or 2 offspring at a time in the spring. Baby sheep are called lambs. Lambs can walk just minutes after they are born. They are often dependent on their mothers for the first 4 to 6 months of their lives. They are weaned around 4 to 6 months and become sexually mature around 1.5 to 5 years, depending on species and gender. If a sheep rolls over into its back, it may not be able to get up without assistance. A fallen sheep is called a cast sheep. They can become distressed and die within a short period of time if they are not rolled back into a normal position. When back on their feet, they may need supported for a few minutes to ensure they are steady. Most sheep's milk produced worldwide is made into cheese such as feta, ricotta, pecorino romano. The most famous sheep is probably Dolly, the first mammal to be cloned. She was born in Scotland in 1996. Gave birth to 6 lambs and died in 2003 after developing a lung infection. She was stuffed and put on display at the Royal Museum of Scotland. Each winter, a sheep's set of horns gets a growth ring. By counting their rings, scientists can tell the age of a male sheep. Like dogs, sheep can learn their own name and even do tricks. Australian researchers have discovered sheep can solve mazes and get quicker at doing so the more they practice. Amazingly, a flock of sheep in the UK even figured out how to cross a hoof-proof grid by rolling over it to reach tastier grass on the other side. Lambs love leaping, headbutting, and running around with friends, much like the playbow dogs use. Lambs have their own special signal when they want to have fun. They will kick their back legs in the air as if to say, "Let's play." Sheep can recognize at least 50 individuals' faces and remember them for years. They can also tell if other sheep and humans are happy or sad, stressed or calm by reading facial expressions. According to the IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species, most sheep species are listed as least concern with no threat of extinction. However, urials found in the Mediterranean and Middle East are listed as vulnerable. Their populations have been declining by at least 30% over 24 years, caused by hunting, hybridization, and habitat loss. Orgullis, which live across Central Asia, are listed as near threatened due to significant population decline because of poaching and competition with livestock.